What happens when your next community celebration, 4th of July, or just a simple backyard barbecue becomes a full-blown surveillance operation? Well, in cities all across California, Sacramento to be specific, they use drones to fly above their homes, their communities, to see who was lighting off fireworks and celebrating Independence Day. These drones were watching quietly, strategically, from the air. Whew! And what they saw could cost people thousands. Because for every illegal firework that was let off on the property, it could cost them a $10,000 fine. And in 2024, somebody was fined $100,000 for lighting fireworks off. $100,000. And keep in mind, I said last year, this is the second year of the program. So what does all this mean? Because this isn't just about fireworks. This is about something bigger. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the API for Everyone Daily Brief.
Well, in Sacramento and other cities across California, drones were used to fly over homes on the 4th of July, fly over communities, and gather evidence of people who were lighting off illegal fireworks. Now, that might sound smart given the fact of how many wildfires have happened in California. But here we're talking about unmarked cars, aerial vehicles, a full-blown task force that is out gathering evidence on just citizens who are out there celebrating their independence. Does anybody else find that a little bit ironic? Now, if fireworks were set off on your property, not if you set them off. If anybody set them off on your property, you as the property owner are the one subject to fine, and it's up to $10,000 per firework. Now, one resident last year was fined $100,000, and you heard me right. This is the second year, at least that I'm aware, of this program. The second year this program is in, and they're only expanding it. They're making it bigger. So again, we're out there celebrating our Independence Day, but yet our freedoms are being completely taken from us in this new dystopian surveillance environment that we find ourselves in. Understand that all this is a test run for future law enforcement, because AI, if it's not in the loop now, it will be, and it will be very, very soon. It's watching real neighborhoods. It's enforcing real laws. It is giving out digital citations, and in many times with no human even in the loop. So think about that. Law enforcement is now not a human. It is a batch of ones and zeros that's coming after you. So as you're out there cheering this on and championing some of these things, we need to be aware of some of the bigger picture stuff and make sure that we're not falling prey to it as much as we possibly can. Because drones are just one piece of this, right? So right now the drone is just looking, it sees somebody on the property letting off a firework, it hits that citation with that fine. But in the future, you're going to have facial recognition on a person who is lighting that firework. So it's going to come right down on that person. Then you're going to go as far as facial recognition, plate recognition, and predictive modeling. Again, very Minority Report stuff on the prediction that you might commit a crime, whether it's now, very soon, or in the future. So think about, this is a system that will see you before you even speak. It's going to flag you before you even move, and it could even punish you, and you're not even going to realize it until it happens. Understand, this is not science fiction anymore. This is actually city, local, and state policy that's either already been happening as the drones on the 4th of July in Sacramento, California, or coming to a city near you. In Indianapolis, where I live, we have cameras that are taking photos of cars in construction zones. Now again, that might sound great. We're trying to save some lives, but that's how this surveillance state starts. It starts with something that's very positive, something that's very hard to argue against. but all of a sudden you're getting a citation. You let your daughter borrow your car, you get a citation. She was doing 50 and a 45. Now you're paying a multiple $100 ticket, and there was no officer involved in this whatsoever, just all ones and zeros. So how does this impact you? Well, if you own a home, rent a property, if you are just barbecuing in your backyard, you are now part of the surveillance state. Just understand that that's happening. It's one thing to walk around a big city and expect privacy on the sidewalk, but I do believe we should have a certain amount of privacy and freedom in our own backyards. Now, this also impacts you if you're a business owner, school administrator, public official, because you're going to be making some decisions on how we use this new technology moving forward, and you really need to take the responsibility to fully understand all of the implications of what that means, because you might not fully understand what some of these tools are capable of. Because understand this, once you give up a certain amount of freedom, a certain amount of privacy, you're not getting it back. It's no different than price increases, taxes. Once all that goes up, how often do you see the prices really come back down? Or how often do you truly see your taxes, if they do go down in one place, they raise in another? So the money just keeps flowing out. Privacy, freedom, the exact same thing. So what are 3 things that you can do right now? Well, this is going to be tricky, but the first thing is to try to reclaim as much of your digital privacy as possible. Now, one thing that you absolutely should do is go through all of your devices, all of your apps, and understand what settings that you have allowed and what you have approved. Anytime that you do a operating system update in any way, go back and see if any of that stuff has changed. Another thing that I've been doing that AI has been fantastic at, anytime that you are getting ready to click on an accept terms of service, copy and paste all that. I know it's legalese, it's long, it's complicated, but copy and paste it, throw it in ChatGPT and say, explain this to me like I'm in 8th grade. I just went through monetization on YouTube. Now, there's nothing I can change in their terms of service or anything that I agree to, but one thing I can do is run it through ChatGPT and ask it, what am I giving up here? What are the pros? What are the cons? And what am I giving up? And one of the things I learned is there is an opt-out so that your content, AI doesn't come in and train on the content that you've created. I found that very interesting and not something that I would have known if I wouldn't have jumped in and started doing this in the terms of service. So that's the first big piece of advice that I can give you. Number 2 is train your people, educate them on different surveillance technology that's out there. The Ring Central on your front door, teach your kids what that's about. The drones in the air, the possibility of what could go on, any camera when you're at a grocery store or a bank machine. Just make sure that you're educating everybody on that. Go in and look at what your government officials are doing, how the school is using video cameras, surveillance, AI, and make sure that you are staying abreast of everything that's going on in this new surveillance world that we're in. And the third bit of advice here, the tip I want to give you is go to the city council meetings. Keep up to date with what's going on at the local level in your government with the people that are making these decisions that are going to be impacting you every single day. Asking them what AI they're using, what type of information they're collecting, how long that they are saving that information, and just understand that if you stay quiet, they stay invisible. And people in power, they like to be invisible. Oh, and one more thing. The scariest part is not that drones are watching, it's that so many of us don't realize that it's happening. So I have one question for you, and this is an important one. Are we still designing tech to benefit the people, or are we now just training people to obey the tech? Leave a comment in the comments section. I would love to hear your opinion on that. And our time together has come to an end. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button. I got to go in here and edit this and get it published. But my name is Harrison Painter. This has been the AI for Everyone Daily Brief. And until next time, keep creating, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep up. God bless.
Thanks for listening. I'm glad you stayed.
let's build this tribe. Been blazing trails, now I'm building new. Launch Ready's live.